This is just an open and honest chat about everything blended family, you know, about me, about her mom, about Shantel, about having siblings. This is a juicy question here. I'm sure she's gonna want to know, how do you feel about me marrying Shantel? How do you feel about that? What's up, McDermott fam? Welcome back to the McDermott way.
Only way we know how to do it.
Hey, that was perfect. You actually do that better than Shantel. Don't tell her though. Don't tell Shantel.
Yeah, that's savage.
All right, guys. I'm just here chilling with Jazzy. We had some time just sitting around doing nothing because we're waiting for Jordan to get off school.
Hour to kill.
We got like a whole hour to kill. So we were like, you know what? I have the camera. We might as well do a little sit down. We'll do a little chit chat, daddy daughter chit chat. I know you guys really enjoyed the ones she did with Shantel. You guys did a whole bunch.
Yeah, we did a lot.
And the first one you guys did was just talking more so about what it's like being in a blended family, how you feel about her and stuff like that. So we thought maybe we'll just continue that conversation and do it, you know, from a different perspective. Now you're with daddy. I'll ask you a couple different questions and just see how you feel about everything. I think videos like this are good because Jazzy's getting older. You're a teenager now.
Yeah.
So talking openly about stuff like this now isn't a big deal. You know what I mean? We've been through a lot. Me and Jazzy have a lot of discussions about this stuff. So I think if there's anybody in a similar situation, you know what I mean? You could be helping out some girls your age. Just blended families in general could kind of look at this as a way of seeing like another family doing it. Not saying that we do it perfect by any means. The last video you did with Shantel, people were saying you didn't look at the camera.
Let me explain. I am not shy. Do not diagnose me with something else. Please don't be the doctor in the comments. I am okay. I have a habit where someone is talking to me or I am just looking at a camera. I tend to look away at stuff.
No, sometimes you said you just forget the camera's even there.
Or I just sometimes forget the camera is there sometimes.
It ain't no big deal.
It's no big deal. Don't worry. I'm okay.
She's alright, guys.
Yeah. I get carried away a lot and I just tend to forget.
It's all good, guys.
Yeah.
This is just an open and honest chat about everything blended family, you know, about me, about her mom, about Shantel, about having siblings, baby brother. She has baby sisters on the other side with her mom, so we'll just talk about all that stuff. And hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications. Don't want to miss no videos coming your way. Tell them to hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button now!
Me and Jazzy have a lot of similarities. I think me and you are a lot alike, right? You being the oldest sibling, that's a big responsibility. How many siblings do you have? Do you even remember anymore?
Oh my gosh, sometimes I even have to
You got a big responsibility, bro. You're the oldest.
I have Jordan, I have Josiah, and I have the other two. I'm not gonna obviously spill the names because
no, it's all good. You don't need to say the names, but she has two sisters that her mother has, and Jordan, obviously. So you got three. That's crazy. Having 4 girls, like four of you. How is that actually? Let them know how that is.
Honestly, it's not that bad because there's nothing like too big about it having girls because we're all gonna like experience the same things obviously when we're all growing up, and I can just like when they're growing up I can just tell them like things I experienced as a girl or like things when they're growing up, so just so they know. So
you guys have a lot of similarities, obviously all being girls. There's gonna be a lot of arguments, I think, for the bathroom and you know,
not a lot actually. Sometimes like when I get out of the shower, Jordan randomly comes in and just goes to the toilet.
Oh, okay. But when they get older, it could be different though. They're babies now.
Yeah.
So. But you'll be a lot older too. There's quite an age gap with you guys, so it's a big responsibility. So how did you feel when your mommy had the girls? Were you excited? Did you feel jealous? I was
actually really excited. Because like I kind of wanted siblings. I don't know why. I think
than just Jordan.
Like, I watched. The thing is, it's like I watched a lot of those YouTube channels with like 5 kids. Yeah. And it just looked so fun having like siblings. And I don't know. I always liked that, and I just wanted one. I didn't feel jealous. I just felt excited, and I'm like, yeah.
So was it any different when Daddy had another child? When I had Juju, when I had a boy. How did you feel about that? Like, you can be honest. Was there any...
That was, like, really, like, it was different. I don't know why. Because I think because it was a boy, I was like, oh my god, it's a guy. I've never had a brother before, so it's always been a weird experience for me. But, like, when I first, like, was starting, I thought I thought like, I don't know why, but I felt like I was gonna be like forgotten or just pushed away in general because he's a boy, and like, I don't know, I just always thought that. I don't think that anymore because that was like back in like 2020 of like this.
Like when he was first born.
When he was first born, I thought that. I just had negative thoughts, but like, no, I don't anymore. That pushed off quickly.
Which is fine because, like you said, me having a boy was a total different experience, not just for you, for me. I wasn't expecting to have a boy. I was expecting another girl. And I guess Jazzy knew, like, I love having girls. I am very grateful I had you guys first. I think it was crucial that I had girls first. Like, I really think I was meant to raise girls first. You guys taught me a lot of things, you know, just in general about women, about how to treat women, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really made me look at things a lot differently, and I learned a lot. And I was young when I had you, right? I was in my early 20s.
Weren't you like both in your early 20s?
Yeah, me and your mom were both young. I was dumb. I was a dumb 20-year-old. I didn't know what I was doing. Thank God everything worked out and Jazzy survived. You're okay. But it was trial and error with Jazzy and just learning. And even with Jordan a little bit too. Just, you know, coming into being a man and getting smarter and making better choices and better decisions and just looking at things differently. I know this is a heavy topic, but for me, I went through a lot, right? And learning as a young father, it just takes a lot of, you know, just figuring things out. So I was just figuring things out. Having a boy was something I really wanted. I ain't gonna lie. You knew I was excited and I wanted
I knew you were excited. I don't know why. I just had a feeling you were just like really excited. I knew everyone was excited. Yeah. I don't know why. I just felt like that.
So Jazzy knew I was excited to have a boy. I wanted to finally experience something different, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think it took some time for her to adjust and realize that it wasn't just like, oh, daddy has a boy now and, you know, I'm forgotten. It was, we had a conversation and I was like, it's not about that. It's about doing it together, right? So all the fun things I want to experience with having a boy and all the fun things I want to do, I don't want to just do it with me and him. I want to do it with you and Jordan too. You know what I mean? And especially you too, because we were close when you were younger and did a lot of things. We did basketball, we played sports, we did a lot of stuff that even me and Jordan didn't do together. And these are things I want to do with him too, if he's interested. I don't know if he's going to want to play basketball. I don't know. Do you think he's going to want to play basketball?
I don't know. If it's up to him, then obviously I'll help him with it. But if it's another sport, I could help him too. I don't really care.
So I think he's going to be short. So I don't know if basketball is going to be a sport, but...
I mean, I was short, so...
Maybe soccer. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we'll switch it up. But anyways, Jazzy's all into that type of stuff. So I think we can bond even further and do those things with your brother. So we don't have nothing to worry about, you know, being left out or feeling less important and stuff like that. Being the firstborn comes with a lot of responsibilities, and I think you were definitely meant to be the leader of the pack. So, you know, I commend you for being the oldest and doing the right things and stuff. Just imagine if Jordan was the oldest.
I feel like...
No offense, Jordan. We love you.
We love you, but I feel like everything would just be so, like...
chaotic.
Just chaotic.
There would be no order.
There would be no organization.
No, none.
Oh my God.
Imagine?
No.
It would be wild. Jordan was definitely meant to be the second child, and Jazzy was definitely supposed to be the first one. All right, this is a juicy question here. I'm sure she's gonna want to know, how do you feel about me marrying Shantel? How do you feel about that?
I'm actually really excited.
Okay.
See, I feel like some other reactions people would have, some people might have negative thoughts like, oh, my dad's marrying this woman I've only met for 2 years or something. Or some people might be like, oh, I'm happy. And I'm the other way. I'm happy, obviously, that my dad has found someone that he loves. Chantel's found someone that she loves. And I just like, I like that, you know? Like, just see everyone happy, see my dad happy, see Shantel happy. Just makes me feel...
So you think Shantel is the right choice?
She's the right choice. You guys see, I can never see you without Shantel. I don't know why, but you and Shantel are just a perfect match.
I don't think it would work with anybody else. I think that's the one.
That's the one, yeah.
Kids love Shantel. They have a great relationship. I love seeing you guys build together and build a relationship. I love seeing you guys do your videos. I like that she takes time to take you out or hang out with you alone and stuff like that. So I'm really happy you guys have a good relationship. The next question I had was, when you found out she was younger than me, how did you feel about the age difference, the age gap? Was, you know, what was your initial thoughts? Were you surprised? Were you shocked?
At first I was pretty shocked because I never knew what an age gap was. I've heard of it, but I've never known what it was when I was a lot more younger, when I first met Shantel. But growing up, like now that I'm 14, I don't really care that there's an age gap. It doesn't bother me because all I see over YouTube when I type in age gap is like, our age gap, like I'm 42 and she's like 22 or something, or she's 32 or something. Like easy stuff like that. So it's no big deal to me, really.
So it was initially a shock a little bit, but...
It was a shock at first, but it went easy, like later on. I adjusted to it easily.
So yeah, it's not really that big a deal. I guess even I was initially thrown off by it a bit and a little bit worried of how that would work out, being in an age gap and having children already, and how the interactions would be, because you never know. Younger people might feel uncomfortable around kids. You're a little bit older, so maybe she would feel intimidated, like, oh no, he has a teenager. I know you weren't a teenager at the time, but you were getting close, right? So, but I think it worked well. I think I don't know, I think it makes your relationship even closer, and the fact that, you know, the fact that she is a little bit younger, she definitely relates to you in different ways than I would. So I think it's a bonus. I think it really helps out the dynamic of our family, and it just makes sense, you know? How do you feel like the transition was? Like, now that we have Shantel and we have Juju, it's completely different. How was that transition? Was it easy for you to go from you know, just being alone with daddy? It was JoJo Jazzy Daddy, that's what we used to call ourselves, to now being the whole blended family.
I feel like it's more easier that it's the whole blended family now, because we have each other now, and it's not just like the three of us. I like the three of us, but I also like the other one better, which is the blended family. I just like it better because we stick with each other. We stick to each other with our problems, so we talk about our problems together, which I like too. And it just, I don't know why, it just completes the family and the YouTube channel all together. Right. So yeah, that's what I like about, that's why I like that one better. And the just stuff changed during that time. And the thing I like, you can go to not just me with your issues or problems or things you want to talk about. You've slowly started going to Shantel, right? Which is good, because there's some things, I don't know if there's any single dads watching, but it is tough being alone and having girls. You got a lot of things to figure out, besides all the things like hair and clothes. Like, I used to buy you some crazy looking outfits. I would not know what to do, and your grandmother would try to help me sometimes. I don't know, I was just a little clueless. I'm not the most fashionable guy, but when it comes to dressing in little girls too on my own, that was difficult. Your Walmart clothes, did you like your Walmart outfits? Were those nice outfits? No? Those Target wasn't too bad. The Target outfits weren't too bad. But it kind of, like, I don't know. Grandma would help me, and she'd come back with, like, sorry Grandma, but some of the jeans she would buy you, not cute. Not that cute. So now we have Shantel. And I feel like, because your mom dresses you guys real stylish, I noticed. So I was like, damn, I wish I could do that. But I think Shantel helps out a little bit with stuff like that. So with the hair, with the clothing, anything, you know, female related that might be a little bit more difficult for daddy to do. So it's a blessing, and it's nice to have her. It's nice to see you guys' relationship getting closer. And I definitely appreciate the extra help, that's for sure. How do you feel about being a part of her family? That's another question just popped in my head. Now that her sisters are around, or her brother, her mom, like, how do you feel about that? At first, at first I felt really nervous, like really nervous. Like, you don't know how bad that was. Like, my stomach was like hurting the whole time. My heart was racing. I was like scared of acceptance, really. That's the main thing I was scared. I was scared if they didn't like me, maybe because of my age, or maybe just my personality, or maybe I was just came off too rude or something. Or maybe they just didn't accept me because I was a part of a different family or something. So it came off like that at first, and then just that, but later on in the years, now that I'm 14 again, it's, the relationship has changed. Like, at first I couldn't like trust anyone. I'm sorry for saying that, but I just, it takes me a while to trust people, and then I can fully talk to them and like have a full-on relationship. But later on, it felt like I love the relationship now.
Yeah,
it's
cool.
really like her mom, Shantel's mom, feels like almost like another grandma to me.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. I remember you actually said that in the video with Shantel before, and that was probably my favorite part of the video, because that was just confirmation that you do feel comfortable and you do feel accepted and part of the family. And her mom is such a nice woman, and she's fun to be around with. She's just a good addition to the family, and her dad too, and her brother's fun, and her sisters. So, and I think as time goes on, you'll get closer with all of them. You know, some parts of her family she's closer with, and even I'm closer with, but in time, you know, we'll all get used to each other and accustomed with each other. We are used to each other, I can't say we're not, but as time goes on, everybody's gonna get closer, right? So it'll be a nice little mix there. So I'm glad that Jazzy is comfortable with her family. I don't know, I think I picked a pretty good family to be a part of. I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest with you. I love how big her family is. I always wanted a big family. Didn't you?
Me too.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've always wanted it. But again, I think it was those YouTube channels that I watched, and I phased into those, and I always wanted a big family, so I think it's that. And
Shantel has so much family. There's people that we still don't even know. There's people we still haven't even met in Barbados or even locally out here. So that is crazy, and yeah, it makes things interesting. So it'd be nice to meet more of our family and get to know everybody. All right, next question. I think maybe like this could just be you giving some advice. You know, if there's other people close to your age, what advice could you give them to kind of deal with the changes in their family? You know, it's tough seeing kids go into a separation with their parents and then, you know, become different families. It's not just blended families, but just dealing with the whole process. Like, how did you deal with it? What was things that kept you happy and you know what I mean? Just feeling good about the situation.
So the first thing I want to address, if you're going through like a split up with your family and you're not sure, because I was in this, I experienced this. I was in the same situation too. I fully understand, and I can share other people my story. But if you're dealing with this, just know that it is not your fault. I have told myself a billion times that it was my fault when I was younger. I tell myself, my younger self now, it is not my fault, and it is like no one's fault. But just make sure, don't tell yourself it's your fault. Make sure you go to a friend or someone that you know and you're close to. I know I talked to my friends when the kind of stuff
started. Yeah.
That's when I started talking to my friends more about my problems and like what went on at home sometimes, and they would fully understand, and that just made me feel happy. And then I would go home to school. I would go home after school and be like, you know what? I like talking to my friends. I like talking about my problems with my friends. I love this. I'll do it again. Just see how things go. So how I dealt with it is, I know I do art. And I found that a good way to kind of cope with like getting out of like the real world kind of. Yeah. And another thing, I looked up to YouTube too. I just watched movies or something. I would also FaceTime my friends or text my friends to kind of just say, oh, I had a bad day, and oh, things are going on at home. I just don't feel good, or they know. I also like to take myself I also like to take care of myself. Yeah. I like to sometimes take like hot baths, take hot showers.
Man, you're doing all types of self-care. You're doing more self-care than I do. I need to take some advice from Jazzy.
I wear like face mask sometimes. Sometimes I'll paint my nails. Sometimes I'll just do stuff with my hair, and I'll just do a lot of stuff to make myself kind of feel confident. I am confident, but I do more to boost my confidence up. So
yeah, that is really good advice. That's really good advice, actually. Like, everything you said would probably be something an adult would recommend to do. And the fact that you figured that out so early, a couple years ago, is amazing. Not blaming yourself, like, that's incredible that that even crossed your mind, because most kids wouldn't think that deeply about it. But I think that's, I think that's where me and you are similar, because I kind of think the same way. I was like that when I was a kid too, right? So that is really good advice. All the self-care tips is stuff that everyone should be implementing into life, regardless of what you're going through, because life is stressful. Appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, bell notifications. You don't want to miss no videos coming your way. Tell them to subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe so we never miss another upload.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it a lot. You are not just numbers to us. You are a part of our family and our squad. So thank you so much for watching this video.
And we're almost at 24K. Actually, we might be there by the time this video uploads. Who knows? Shout out to all you guys. I appreciate it. Showing all the love. And we will see you guys in the next video. Say bye.
Bye.
Yo, hello, good evening. It's JoJo, Jazzy, Steven, and oh, this Shantel, bacon number 3, she beaming. See, this the famo, we tighten it like some camo. We conquer all our battles, point to contra like some